Alright. We got pcln, 10 years worth of data, monthly candles. What has been going on with this stock? I just want to try to always draw my arrows from the outside, and then I drill down in, try to get the bigger picture, and then see about more intermediate patterns within it. Is this a rising wedge, or is it another channel? Well, for sure right now, let's go with the easy stuff. You have some support, some resistance right here around the 2034 level, and I will put an alert here. We have some support, well-defined support here at the 1735 level, and I will put an alert here. This is pretty nice. Could be a top or sideways action and a consolidation and a continuation upwards. Who knows for now? Right now the lines are being drawn a little bit like this here. There was a breakout here on this candle a while back, about a 1 year and a half back, and you would have put your entry right here at the top of the candle above the breakout line, and your sell stop right underneath the wick here, and your profit stop would have been up here, 1873. So that's actually pretty nice. I would have liked maybe more tests in the recent months on that breakout line, but short candle, long reward, that would have been a nice risk to reward. Risk 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6, 5 or 6. So 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, that's very nice risk to reward ratio. It's an ascending channel, an ascending triangle, maybe. And this, it just rapidly went on. Move 1, 2, 3. See, even this candle went back down inside, but the bottom of that wick is still higher than where your sell stop would have been. Don't try to cheat on the sell stop. Sometimes I try, get a better risk to reward if I put my stop a little closer to the line, to my entry. And that's where you could get caught. So sometimes the move, it does explode, but if you miss your timing a little bit, or the move outwards is not as powerful, then you sometimes get these this drawing back towards that support. If you would have cheated, then you would have been triggered out, only to miss out on the eventual move all the way to your target. So don't get greedy. This is where greed gets involved, your human emotions. And honestly, if you start getting that mindset right before clicking the buy and attaching your bracket orders, if you start cheating on that sell stop, you shouldn't do it. Just think about it and accept that that's what the risk reward that the chart is going to give you. All right, repeat that 100 times and try to remember that when you get down to D-Day and it's time to click buy, confirm, and send that trade away. That's why practicing is all good, but it's like any game. You can practice all the time you want, but when you get in the ring, it's a completely different story. There's the stress, the adrenaline, the ambiance, all that has to be controlled. Like most great athletes, they're able to control that. And the better you control that, and focus it on really, are you being greedy? Are you going away from your trading framework? Take a step back and just admit it and just we put the sell stop where it is supposed to be. And the more you practice that, then you won't even think about cheating anymore. It'll be anchored into your automatic responses. Okay, so that was a nice tangent. And let's just see here. Set up my targets for a bullish break, a move downwards, or get another nice arrow pointing upwards and adding that onto the breakout line. Let's scoot over the chart. I'm going to set my final alerts at the 2 targets. Right now, for the bullish scenario, if we have a breakout above 20, if I have a monthly candle close above 2040, let's say, then the implied measured move is going to be all the way to 2330 about. And there's no, I have no previous resistance or support or wall or congestion that I know of at those levels. So that could be just a fast breakaway till there. And for the breakdown, a close below 1733 or 1740 would give me a target of about 1430. And right now, that's when I go into my considerations, my walls concept consideration before saying that implied target from the chart pattern. I always look to see if there was a previous breakout, here resistance, and now this resistance is turned to support. And if, let's say, this arrow would have been longer, right here I know that there was a breakout, so all this zone, I could start getting congestion around here. And I don't want my target to be in that zone. So right now, I know I'm cheating in the sense, I'm cheating for myself in the sense that I'm not respecting the classical chart pattern would dictate, but I'm slightly adapting it to put myself on the good side of the wall. So right now I'll get my profit limit will be triggered, and before the momentum gets faded into that wall, then I'm sure I'm out. You could always leave it there and hopeful the thrust will go through that wall, and you might get a candle in there with the extension of the wick hitting your target. Might not. I just like reducing my reward. I know it lowers my risk to reward ratio, but I think it's worth it for the probabilities of reaching that possible target are increased. And that's all right, because I do my trade, lock and load, forget about it, move on. I don't look at it back, so I want to just make sure that I put everything I can to be able to reach that target and remove greed and fear from that. All right, that's about it for PCLN. And get back to that when it gets triggered. All right, ciao.